Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good? This week's episode of Classroom of the Elites. Oh, this was a torture to watch, bro. I can't stand watching Class C take advantage of this whole situation and pretty much get away with it. As at this point, it definitely feels as if whatever pushed Class C's president to go to the extent of staying on the island and then pretty much still not getting anything out of it. I think that is ultimately where uh, he's lost it, right? Him losing to Class D after putting in that much effort definitely had to have hurt his pride. And I think that's exactly what we're still seeing here at the end of the day is his pride being on display and not really having any real true way, shape, or form of, you know, earning back all that effort he put in. So we see exactly how much more effort he's putting in to pretty much get a chance at, beating everybody, more or less just Class D. Because I think it's much easier for them to manipulate and work with the other classes outside of D because of the activities at hand that they were dealt. There's no way um, Class D was going to be able to do anything, especially with there being a leak of their schedule and how they wanted to use some of their key players to do things. They're also targeting the main girl that's trying to get to Class A, as she's just someone who they've gotten on the wrong side of Class C. So he's also putting really tough opponents against her. Then, before she can even do like the three-legged race, she gets collided into by a Class C member who doesn't hurt her leg all that bad. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure this dude shows up and just destroys her leg afterwards. Like pushes it even further and beyond of damage to make it that much more and less of a talking point to get out of it. But that's why it doesn't make any sense. Is all of this should be monitored, in my opinion. Like there shouldn't be any of this getting by the council, but it is, right? Like for whatever reason, this stuff is not being taken seriously to the point where Class C is actually physically like punching and kicking people, proving the point that even if you want to try to get away from, uh, you know, Class C and what they're doing, you're pretty much not going to. They have everything on lockdown, and even if you tell or whatever, it seems like there's not much you can actually be telling about. And then we look at our main character and what's his position on all this? He wants them to suffer. He wants them to lose, because at the end of the day, having your information leaked out, they already know who to put against your people, when to put against them, and who to put out when, you know, Class D has no one strong doing a competition. They can just put out practically anybody. Um, that was the main focus of this week's episode, though, is Class C just absolutely destroying every event because they can physically do more than other people without really getting in any trouble. Which makes you think, why didn't they just start getting physical? And that would probably be because they would get in trouble and Class C would snitch. But heaven forbid if it's the other way around, no one can see it. And having a traitor leak that information just means they might actually be getting in on this victory, even though we are the ones who's still going to suffer a defeat. She if she is the traitor, the girl who took our main girl to the freaking nurse's office, right? Like she tried to play like she still wasn't a part of that, which is what kills me in the end, because that was my first thought. How did she hear about anyone being in the nurse's office? And how did it just so happen that there was no nurse there that she's talking about that told her that she should come and see the person that she injured? So, yeah, she's clearly the traitor and she's not even doing a good job of hiding it. But overall, I hope you all have an amazing one. I'll definitely talk to you in the next one. Take care. And whatever we did talk about, feel free to comment and I'll definitely get back to it. Or overall, I will talk to you in the next one. So, with that being said, take care and peace. Ouch. Pump. Oh, I got him. He, he's dead, I think. Now he's gonna live. Got him.